Welcome back, everyone. The Enchantment Awards recognize students, teachers, and their schools for their commitment to performing arts education. This program is a great way for young, talented performers to advance their education and careers in musical theater. David spoke with Terry Davis. She's the co-producer of the Enchantment Awards, along with Rafaella Mark, a student at Santa Fe Preparatory School, to find out more about the Enchantment Awards this year as they prepare to go virtual.
This morning we are joined by Terry Davis. He's the co-producer of the Enchantment Awards, and Rafaella Mark, student at the Santa Fe Preparatory School. Thank you both for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Terry, right off the bat, let's talk about what the Enchantment Awards are and give a little bit of background.
Sure. We celebrate what drama does for students across the state. Obviously they teach students theater skills. And for those who are going on in theater or acting generally, that's great. But it also helps students in other ways. I mean, you apply things from other disciplines in theater. You can't design sets without physics, lights without physics. You can't design sets without geometry, Every show is a history lesson or a language arts lesson or both. So we celebrate all of that with the Enchantment Awards and talk very much about what it is that drama programs do for students in their schools.
And speaking of students, we have Rafaella with us right now, and she's going to talk about what it's done for you, Rafaella. What kind of advantages and insights has this brought to you?
Sure, I mean, I'd have to get out a decently long list to capture it all, but I think the most important thing that it's done for me is it's not only taught me what it means to be a performer, but what it means to be an artist. And I think it's important to make the key distinction between the two, because for me, an artist actually knows why they're performing. They have a purpose when they're on the stage. They know exactly what they mean whenever they speak or sing. And I met some of my closest friends actually at the Enchantment Awards. And I think in terms of growth, I went in there as, a very scared, kind of timid sophomore, trying not to fall into the orchestra pit of Pope Joy. And I came out very much more confident in who I am as not only an artist, but a person.
Wow, this is amazing. Terry, and there's been so many things to have to deal with now, obviously because of COVID-19. Let's talk about some of the challenges and changes that's brought about.
Yeah, the Enchantment Awards couldn't do the show last year because everything got shut down in March and our show is in May. There wasn't enough time to turn it around and try to make it online. This year we are going to go online, everything we're doing, including getting the students for our show. Normally we go out to the schools and adjudicate their performances and their productions. In the schools, that's not happening this year. The schools aren't doing shows. So we're doing an audition process to bring kids in. And it's not just here in New Mexico. That's actually literally happening for all the programs that feed into the Jimmy Awards in New York. So we're doing this audition process, and it starts now. Kids can register for this to be in this process. And then our auditions at the end of the month. We're doing a streamlined show in May. May 21st is our show online that will stream online.
Very cool. Well, here's a question I want to pose to both of you. So why do you feel that drama programs like this are so important here in New Mexico? And Rafaella, we want to go ahead and start with you.
Sure. So for me, I can't speak on behalf of all the students in New Mexico, but from my personal perspective, I feel that drama provides a creative outlet for students like myself to openly express not just their creativity, but their internal emotions. Sometimes when you get caught up in school, you just you're very bottled up with stress or anxiety and homework, and going to the theater every day after school for me when we were doing musicals is like that was my highest point emotionally. And you're able to relax and let go and really let yourself live through another character. And it's nice to just take a break from being yourself sometimes in the real world and become someone else and enjoy your life.
Well, that is quite an outlet, definitely. Terry, why was that so important to you?
Well, it's, that in New Mexico, there are schools, several schools actually, that have about 10% of their population in drama programs. And so obviously the kids really want these programs in their schools. But, as we as a state grow our film industry, it's going to be very important for us to have people who are trained to be on camera. That's not happening in film programs. That happens in drama programs. So as much as we're funding film programs out of the film industry, we still have to train kids in other ways, and drama programs do that in large numbers on a wholesale basis, and they're the only ones that really can make that happen. So that's why it's important, not only for the kids, but for the state.
Wow. So now for the Enchantment Awards, for that helping students, how can other students have access to that here in New Mexico?
Well, probably the best way to find us and get information about us is at nmhsmta.org. We have a website that tells everybody how to get involved there, and you know, what we do, how we do it. It's all laid out very, very clearly there. But you know, our program is now 5 years old, and we've been trying to make this grow every year, and I think we've had some wonderful success with a lot of the students. 2 years ago, we had a national finalist in the Jimmy Awards. So our program is young and small, but obviously we have a lot of impact on the students of New Mexico.
That's incredible, and we can see that impact right there with Rafaella. Thank you both for joining us today. And again, Rafaella, much success wished to you in a future career with drama. And Terry, thanks for making this happen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.